Oh, that was a silly move, Lee. Right, so as we can see, we're doing the details at the moment, and basically during this video, or just before this video, I've injured my back. I've had some discs removed and having a few issues. So I've had to work out with a time frame how to get this thing built, and hopefully I can walk in it once it's built. So I've got to find a few areas to cut corners. I can't stand for too long and I can't lean on my arms while cutting foam. So, kind of cheating a little now. So I'm actually 3D printing some parts, just some of the details. So I'm going to cut out some foam and that on top, but for the numbers and that, I just need to get moving on it. So, this is what I've done so far. As you see, here, I've added the numbers down the front here. These are numbers of the power loader that she fights with. The numbers do change. I think there's a 2.5 and a 2.4, and there's a 2 and an 8. I'm using bottle top lids, anything I can find that's recyclable, anything that's getting binned. So I'm using bottle top lids and stuff, and something from a medication I'm taking. I thought it was a little bit of an in-joke to myself because of what I've been going through. So what I've got to do is work out the pistons. What I've done is I've made put a little PVC pipe through a little T-junction. And all I'm doing is at one end, so these will slot in at Comic-Con as it were. It goes on like that. I've got these for little foam tubes for covering pipes. I'm going to wrap foam around them and bulk them up. That's my next job. This will be stuck or connected to the forearm, and this is on the bicep. And when I put the costume together at Comic-Con, all it is a simple slot that in. And there you go. So it'll move up and down slightly. Quick and easy. That's what I'm looking for right now. And I'm going to do this same thing on the legs. And there's a couple of huge ones on his back that actually are attached to this, as I discovered. I was looking at it carefully and realised I'm going to have to put an extra piece on here. I've glued on a panel, a plastic panel. And basically on the inside of the arms I have these. And in a perfect world, I will be screwing on these little attachments where, see, the framework will be attached. Okay, so now there's a bit of a weird pause in the video and suddenly things are done. What it is, I've been far too ill after my operation to record and do stuff because I've got to set up the camera and do this, and basically I've not been healthy enough to show you the details. So we're going to have to sort of look at it as, on the pep files there's little pieces, put them on. So what I have done now is, this is actually the very last panel about to go in. So the pinchers on the arms, far too heavy. Even in lightweight foam, they're far too heavy. So I've basically got some of this piping that goes down the arms, and originally it was just down the arms to the handles, which I've just made out of, which arm's this? This is left. Oh, perfect. So I've got handles on either side and they move. Whoop, whoop, whoop. See? I've basically just drilled these, drilled them on to the sides, and then put a handle on each one. So I've got 2 of them. And the pistons on the back are not pistons, but just one of these pulls. So with that pole being at the back and being this here, it kind of holds it up a bit like an A-frame. So at the end, instead of stopping here, like I was going to, I've continued. This is a good example. This is a piece that actually didn't work. So I've got this, which is screwed into the pincher, and when you slide the pincher on, it slides into here, like so. And then you've got the pinchers held on, and a little tube on the end, a little attachment for it there as well. I'll show you properly in another video. So there you go. I've gone over it, put in all the details. So I thought what would be quite nice was, as I've not really shown much, I thought let's stick in this final square. Funny enough, it's the last glue stick. Oh, also, yeah, there you go. Flamethrower for the side, spray it black, I'm going to drill on some bits of metal, 2 cat ports on the bottom. I'm going to put a blue cat and a black cat. I think it's a blue and a black, or is it blue and a red? Blue and a red, I think it is. Cables, cat cables up there, up, and they can be attached. This will be attached, and that will be attached to the cage. Right, this is literally the last glue stick as well. This is why. So I got 1 glue stick left, and I've got 1 piece left to put in. Yeah, it's supposed to be round this end, but time is ticking, and to be quite honest, there's so much going on it. I'm just gonna, it's just an optical illusion with that piece there. I might fill it in a bit, but I mean, this is literally, this costume has taken so long. There you go. Ugh. The last piece added. I've built a power loader, 1:1 scale. I have nowhere to keep it. So next up, I'm going to paint the whole thing in rubber paint, a 1-layer rubber paint, and then it's off to. I'm taking it to the vehicle workshop to spray, just spray it yellow, because they've got a big sprayer, and it'll be, and then it'll be yellow, and then once it's yellow, we'll attach it together. I do, by the looks of it, need to build 2 wooden stands to hold the pinchers up while it's just resting the costume. I don't know if they can just go on the floor yet or up. I haven't really seen how the the arms move. I haven't tested it because I did my back in, or should we say my disc went. What I've been doing, I've been signed off. This is the only chair in the house because I've got building work going on, so I have to sit. So I've been here, and all I've been doing is sitting, resting, doing a bit of work, turning, doing a bit of this, then I stand up for a little bit and do a little bit, and then I sit back down and rest. So this has taken so much longer to do. But I need to get my health up for Comic-Con. I can't see myself walking in it for a whole day now, or having fun as such. But I will get it into the cosplay corner, and then in the cosplay corner I'll build it, and then it can go on stage for the masquerade. If it can even get on stage, it might have to just be on the front. What I'll do now, I'll just show you some photos of it so far. First off, I've got my Whalen Yatoni hat, or however you pronounce the company. I'm a big fan, but I still can't pronounce it. Got my hat. I'm going to be a worker that's on board the I'm going to be some worker that works at LV426, and this is just a power loader down there. So I'm going to be wearing the blue shirt, the Whalen badge, name badge, a couple of pens, my hat, because it's cool, a pair of trousers, and I'm going to be wearing my boots underneath because I'm going to be walking with this costume. I need something strong. I 3D printed all the numbers to go on the side. I was going to cut them out of foam, but my hands and back and that have been too bad to cut them out of foam, so I printed those. Got the caterpillar on the back, the details. The pistons are just PVC pipes with little foam tube things from B&Q. Wrapped in foam. Yeah, got some little pins I've drilled some holes, so I've got 2 pins to hold the cage on, and the rest of the cage just fits into the slots. That's been working nicely, and the little vent behind the seat along with the caterpillar. Yeah, so I made a little box that fits in the bottom like a jigsaw piece. A little box that goes in the bottom of the costume, and it fits in. So you see, I've also put the little metal grid on the top, cable tied it on. And then I wasn't going to do the tail on the back, I was just going to put some ports on the back. But then I realised that I needed these 2 bars to go up to the arms. So I've made these little ports, and as you can see from this picture here, the pipes I'm going to use that go to around the costume, the input and outputs all go off. So every single thing on it, so the pinchers, the legs, the back, everything's got 2 holes and 2 ports. One's an input, one's an output, and then they go into the back. There you go. Added the bottom ridges to the seat. I'll be covering the seat in pleather along with the ridges and the backs of the legs. Once again, the symbol I needed for the caterpillar. I've 3D printed it. I made that myself. I just made a little, used Tinkercad to do it. So, and then printed it. And as you notice, on my legs I've stuck the caterpillar on, and on the legs I decided, because my screen accuracy has gone way out the window due to my my back. I mean, the biceps are perfect, but everything else is just, I've just been making it as I go now. So I've added a DAX 79, I thought was pretty cool on the legs. So I've got some details. And then, as you can see, I glued 2 tubes on the sides, filled the bottom in with foam, and then all I've done is a couple of dowel-in rods as the aerials, and then I just added little tips off the off decorator's chalk or something. So yeah, put these in pipes that screw on and tighten up really tight. I'm going to have to use a spanner to screw the pinchers onto the arms. And now you see this picture here is one of the arms standing upright, attached, because I was just not too sure that that was going to work, holding all the weight. So then, as you've just seen now on the video, I then added these pipes that run down the sides. But I haven't actually got any pictures of the pipes going down, so I have to do that soon. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's not what I wanted, as I expected. In the next video, we'll see what I can do about getting it stood up right, all painted grey. So all it is rubber paint I'm going to use. That's DAX 79 out, who now owns a 1:1 scale power loader.